Crip back just finna lock in.
And Unk. I don't know who's going to be the top and who's going to be the bottom.
Huh?
I guess I get a boner real easily, so I'll probably be the top.
What the f*** you? There was 2 men, bro.
If you had a chance to f either of them in the asshole, which one would you pick? No?
Hey, listen, I don't participate in activities. 607 don't. I know you and Crip Mac got a different type of relationship. So, you know, I don't know what y'all got going on.
I just want to bust his coochie and ass open.
Well, I mean, he was dealing, you know, our guy, you know, he told me, he said he's trying to act like he didn't know I was calling it transgender, and he absolutely knew. Neon.
Oh.
Yeah, he's trying to act like he didn't know and he knew. So
he hasn't done anything with Neon since then.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he swing that way. I mean, shit, Crip back. Here's the way you talk about him and the way you look at him. Maybe he into that shit.
Maybe.
He has been to a 50-50 yard.
He did admit that. And he is on your big homie is on a 50-50 yard remix.
Yeah. I mean, that shout out to, you know, the guys that exposed that.
But nobody can ever hate on the 50-50 yard again because Crip Mac was on one, Jab 5 was on one.
Listen, man, I was running content on that a year ago. It's some real G homies on that 50-50 yard for different reasons. And a lot of
What's going on, chat? I'm back with another video. I said I'm back with another video, mud. I'm finna get into this content with Adam and WACC, man. It's the Adam and WACC show, man. And y'all know how it's going, man. You feel me? We're gonna go on and get into this content, man. It's GS3 The Don, and you know we got it going on. And you can like, comment, subscribe, and we're gonna keep getting high, mud. And at the end of the day, they got to end. You know the slogan. Let's get into this content.
I'm saying that was operation, you know, let me plant a seed in case we need him.
Yeah, I mean,
that's all that was, bro.
I don't know how much somebody like Punch would even give a shit about really embracing a member of the media who's relatively small like Dejan, but if I was in his position where I got all these artists and I want the artists to be treated favorably and this guy has some sort of voice in the culture, yeah, you might reach out to him, butter him up a little bit, give him an exclusive.
Who got a voice? He don't got no voice in the culture?
I mean, he has some kind of voice, even if it might not be reflected in the numbers on his podcast.
Yeah, listen, look. I salute dudes' creativity, right? To create a report card and create these things, right? But that shit ain't been embraced like that.
No, yeah, it's still pretty tiny. He does like 1,000 views per podcast.
Yeah,
or something like that.
It doesn't make a difference. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him for doing what he's doing. I give him props for squabbling up. I don't take nothing from him. You know, that's where I give him his most props from. You know, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, I just think Punch was like maybe a little bored, and he probably was just, you know, testing his bullshit skills.
But so then,
let me see if I still got my bullshit guy and get a response from him, just in case I need it.
But also, you know, Punch cares about music and shit, so he probably saw Dejan talking about music and emphasizing the fact that he cares so much about West Coast music. It's not surprising to me that he might just reach out and say, "Hey,
do you think Dejan has any effect on anything TDE does?"
No, probably not. Not really. Not in any significant way. But so then, okay, now Dejan is pissed off at Punch for taking this line in this whole scenario, and he actually took to the internet and claimed that he is now suing TDE because multiple different members under the TDE umbrella, specifically, I guess he's talking about the members of the Apollo like MacWap and Keem, have expressed so much homophobia to them. And he even gave No Jumper a little shout out and said that the homophobia that he dealt with Figmunity World was actually much, much worse than anything he dealt with on No Jumper.
Are you talking about Baby Keem?
No. Keem.
Another Keem.
You want to see him?
So yeah, what Keem are you talking about?
Keem is a somewhat plus-size, light-skinned man who...
what does he do at TDE?
You know, he's a friend of theirs. I don't know that he has any like official role.
Yeah, so if he ain't got any official role, he's not
this guy.
He's not an artist.
You ever seen him?
Yeah, I seen him. But if he's not signed, he's not part of the corporate structure. What do you do?
And also, Dejan has no like working relationship with TDE, so it's kind of weird to be like, hey, while I was part of Figmunity World, these guys said homophobic things to me, but I'm not going to sue Figmunity World because they don't have any money. Instead, I'm going to sue TDE because they have a loose affiliation with these guys, even though they said it on their podcast. They didn't say it in any context that has anything to do with TDE. It actually honestly sounds like one of the most frivolous lawsuits I could ever imagine, and it's definitely not going anywhere. It's probably never even going to get filed.
It's designed for people to talk about it. That's
or for him to maybe try to find his way into a settlement like he did to me.
He better watch his step, because when you playing with something like TDE, they like to counter back. You understand what I'm saying? About what it cost him to defend this.
And think about how, like, my main thing after Dejan fucked me over by lying about being shot, which for the record, I'm sure he's going to claim that he was really shot again soon in the media or whatever. But when he did that, and then he goes to Figmunity and he burns the bridge with them, I was like, how is this guy going to find himself into a situation where anybody will give him an opportunity when he's been on 2 major podcast platforms on the West Coast? They both got rid of him under duress. And then after that, he does what? He gets into this big beef where he's threatening to sue the most prominent label in hip hop. It's like, bro, if me and T-Rail and AD and everybody who's had a bad relationship with him on this side isn't bad enough on the podcast side of things, now he's creating enemies with the biggest label on the West Coast.
No, he's not. That label don't even hear him, bro. He's talking to associates of the label.
But they're not going to ever do anything for him. They're not going to ever invite him to an event. They're not going to, give him access to something. And that there's a trickle-down effect there, because obviously Punch talks to other people who have labels and
everybody
other people who
that's
manage
associated or tied to that when it comes to certain things where they might have let him in to do something, he just shut himself down.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And TDE though is not going to call around and tell people to do these things. It's just going to automatically happen.
It's just a chilling effect upon whatever you have going on career-wise. Yeah, I really don't understand. I mean, you got to kind of marvel at Dejan. He's just such a little asshole.
He's a liar. You see the lie he told up here?
The biggest liar. What lie are you talking about there, though?
Up here?
Well, about being shot?
Yeah, bro, yeah. Come on, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't know how the fans let him off the hook on that.
The feds?
The fans.
The fans. Well, he doesn't really have fans like that.
Oh, shit.
He has, like, the No Jumper Reddit who will kind of observe him when he's doing something extreme. They'll watch it. The clip will go up, but as far as people who want to watch him on a consistent basis, and I mean, bro, like, I really believed in him and really wanted to keep working on building him up, and like, look what he did to me. Like, it's just so crazy. I told
you about him too.
Yeah.
Yes, I said, bro, dude is here. He has a motive. He came with the I want to help No Jumper build type shit, right? Mm-hmm. And I ain't gonna lie, Doughboy is kind of some shit he's doing. He's giving me the same vibe. The tattoo shit is a little extreme.
The tattoo doesn't make you feel like, oh, this guy is actually a devoted No Jumper warrior?
No, it kind of gives me the vibes that I'm looking for a few brownie points to kind of make sure you don't get rid of me. And he don't know Adam 22, don't give a fuck about none of that. If you start doing some shit or the shit stop adding up, he'll get rid of your ass and that No Jumper tattoo.
I have no plans on getting rid of Doughboy, but if you look back in history, I did fire someone like a week after they got a No Jumper head tattoo that was like this big. So, I mean, and didn't even think twice about it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He better have his kid's name on him.
He probably does. I think his kid's like a grown adult.
I wouldn't give a f.
Yeah.
He better have his kid, his mama, his grandmama, great-grandmama, auntie, niece, his first goddamn dog, and his parakeet name on him. Before he go put a damn No Jumper tattoo. That's crazy.
No Jumper is a great thing to get tattooed on you. I haven't personally gotten a tattoo on me, but
you don't even have a No Jumper tattoo.
I don't, but I'm going to. I need to. 10 years in. Got to do it.
Yo, I seen 607 I seen some shit. Something Jumper. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, he's stealing your shit.
Is he?
Yeah, he had a whole, it said something jumper. It was.
Should we go to his YouTube channel? Is that where we're going to see this?
Yeah, I just saw it the other day. Something jumper.
But do you know that me and 607 Unk are doing a 24-hour lock-in tomorrow with Crip Mac?
Oh, that's going to be a funny one.
I don't see anything on his YouTube channel so much. He's interviewing big homie CC's fat ass.
I just seen it the other day. I got to call him. I meant to call him, but they called me the other night.
Man, he is not uploading too much. I mean, some of his clips are doing pretty good, but
he did one with Captain Tazariot. I wonder how that went. They were battling. He called Captain Tazariot a racist.
Yeah, that seems fair. What are your predictions?
Hold on, Adam.
What?
You can't just you think Captain Tazariot at ISUPK, Hebrew Israelites, Word West is racist?
I mean, he might be able to engage in the semantic gymnastics that it would require to say that he's not a racist, but I think if he was really being realistic, he would probably admit he's a racist. Yeah.
You say the semantic gymnastics.
Yeah, that's some Immortal Technique ass shit right there, huh? Oh, so I guess he's maybe calling his podcast The New Jumper.
There it goes. I knew I seen something.
I mean, you just calling yourself that when you're a tiny little crumb of a no jumper. I seen
something. But yeah,
but look at how persistent he is in stealing our guests. Now he's got Nutty, the guy who beat up King Pill. Now he's got Nutty on his podcast. I guess that's like, he thinks that's a big move. I guess he got cool with Yella again. That's good.
Yo, I knew I seen something that caught my eye.
Yeah. But how do you predict that's going to go? Do you think we're going to actually be able to keep Crip Mac in the building for 24 hours? We're going to be sleeping in the same room.
Well, he's going to go to sleep.
Me too. We're going to sleep on stream, and Lush is actually volunteering to come in and like take over the stream while we're sleeping.
Here?
In my office.
Where the fuck you going to sleep at? You only got one couch.
We're going to put some mattresses on the ground.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you and Crip Mac just finna lock in.
And Unk. I don't know who's going to be the top and who's going to be the bottom.
Huh?
I guess I get a boner real easily, so I'll probably be the top.
What the fuck? Them is two men, bro.
If you had a chance to either of them in the asshole, which one would you pick? No?
Hey, listen, I don't participate in activities. 607 don't. I know you and Crip Mac got a different type of relationship. So, I don't know what y'all got going on.
I just want to bust his coochie and ass open.
Well, I mean, he was dealing, our guy, he told me, he said he's trying to act like he didn't know I was calling a transgender, and he absolutely knew. Neon.
Oh.
Yeah, he's trying to act like he didn't know and he knew, so.
He hasn't done anything with Neon since then.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he swing that way. I mean, shit, Crip Mac, here's the way you talk about him and the way you look at him. Maybe he into that shit.
Maybe.
He has been to a 50-50 yard.
He did admit that. And he is on your big homie is on a 50-50 yard remix.
Yeah. I mean, that shout out to, the guys that exposed that.
But nobody can ever hate on the 50-50 yard again because Crip Mac was on one, Jab 5 was on one.
Listen, man, I was running content on that a year ago. It's some real G homies on that 50-50 yard for different reasons. And a lot of them ain't over there because they ran off the yard scared. They over there because they sent 3-4 cats at them and the police seen it, so they gonna move them like that, right? So, it's some real. Then you got a lot of them when they closed down Death Row, like the homeboy Lil Sonny from 6 Deuce Brim, right? He was on Death Row for 20-something years. They closed Death Row down, and that's where they sent him, right? And guess what? He's on the level 3, 50-50, and guess what? For 20-something years, he couldn't come outside at night. You think he give a damn who on that yard with him, and he know he got 200-300 years with life without, and he can come outside at nighttime under the stars? I know to us that don't mean nothing.
Right.
You think he gonna be like, oh no, homie, I gotta keep it real. I ain't gonna stay on this yard. Send me back over there where I won't see the stars.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
But I dare somebody to go playing with him.
Sus is going to a 50-50 yard potentially. That's what people are saying.
But Sus is a civilian. He can go where the fuck he want. I advise Sus to try to work his way to Jamestown Fire Camp and go get some third time.
He did say that he wants to go to a fire camp.
Straight up. That's what I advise him to do. He bet not feed into nothing. None of these street dudes is talking about what you can and can't do. Go up there, Stay down for your manhood. Don't be no punk. Protect yourself. Don't let nobody take nothing from you. But where them people send you from classification is where you go do your time and you try to get to the spot where you can do the least amount of time. He bet not go on there talking about, they ain't gonna say, man, listen, they send him there and he can do his time in peace. Do your time.
I feel like ATM Richie is trying to like make a little wave off of dissing the 50-50 yards.
He ain't nobody.
But then he put Crip on the song, and then at like the same time, you've had a lot of people from J Hood to Jap 5 to Crip, etc. They're all kind of acknowledging that they were on it. So it's like his little mission ain't working. If anything, the 50-50 yard looks a lot better right now than it did 6 months ago in terms of how people talk about it.
If you go to my YouTube channel, me and the homie from Blackstone, damn homies, man, we did a whole stream, a whole thing on the 50-50 because I couldn't understand it. It didn't make sense to me. Because when we did time, certain elements that they say can't be on the yard was on the yard.
Right.
Well, some of the hardest motherfuckers, right? So I'm like, so you telling me all these dudes with 200-300 years and ain't never getting out is telling the dudes with a date in a year or two, you got to catch a gang of time to be good with us, stay here with us, so you can parole to the streets and tell your people, well, I would have been out 2-3 years ago, son, but I didn't want to go to a 50-50 yard.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Don't make sense.
But I don't think you're going to get the culture as a whole to just like be like, yeah, man, fuck it, it's cool.
They've been exposing a lot of dudes. Like this dude, he do the Crip walking.
Who?
The people on 50-50 yards been finding all these dudes paperwork. They pedophiles and sex offenders, and they on the streets, in niggas' hoods, on social media, Crip walking in niggas' sets, and they been putting it up on them. And they telling people, okay, what you gonna do?
Oh shit! Did not know that.
Yeah, it been a couple cats that they didn't put up. What you gonna do? Since y'all saying this dude is out there on the streets with y'all. What you gonna do?
God damn, that's crazy.
Some dude named I see him all the time. This dude.
Can we turn the music off? Because
this dude, what is this dude's name? The East Side Seawalker, East Side Walker.
You see?
Bro, he's on everybody's shit. He got 200,000 followers. He's in everybody's hood, Crip walking. This is the attack of the 50-50 yard people. They finding all these people's shit and putting it up. He on Megan's Law. So we got to keep it real.
Damn.
You got to keep dude on the street in everybody's neighborhood. He see walking and then, okay, now the 50-50 yard people like, well, this dude right here is in Megan's Law, but he over there with y'all, but then y'all telling us we bad.
Wow. This looks crazy. 29 minutes ago, this was posted the Blueface tour flyer featuring Blueface, Stunna Girl, OT Genesis, and Compton AV. Going all the way from Sac to Washington to Salt Lake.
I just added Nebraska an hour ago.
Down to Phoenix, back to Oakland. Damn, that's going to be a pretty epic tour.
I just added Nebraska. We going, I believe.
No LA date.
Yeah, it's LA date.
Currently
it's gonna be after everything.
Oh, after everything? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So like what size venues do you think that they're gonna be able to do?
Well, originally it was just a Blueface tour.
Does he have a real friendship with Compton AV? How did that come together? Do they know each other real good? Oh, actually they were together on that video shoot.
Well, they did they met on the remix.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we just booked I think Omaha, Nebraska on the 17th. I believe.
Very interesting.
I just had to lock down the bus. Let me see.
A little Crip tour with a little
Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm sorry. Lincoln, Nebraska at the Royal Grove. All ages. Yep, May 17th. I just added that today, like 1:30.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting. I want to see how that goes.
He will be streaming.
There's not enough tours these days, you know?
Bro, listen, the venues. I'm watching, he catching the blues out there.
Who?
I'm watching it. You don't see it?
Who? Catching the blues?
Who's on tour right now? Which one of you guys on tour? Ralphie.
Oh, Ralphie the Plug.
And it ain't him. It's just like, his cameraman been slipping. He been going too far right. And some of them, and you know what I'm saying, they're not keeping them shots tight.
What do you mean?
Yeah, because like when you got a thin crowd, you either edit in another crowd from a previous show, or you tighten up that crowd to make it seem like it's a crowd.
But is there a bad clip of Ralphie that's been going around where it doesn't look too good?
No, it's just some of them venues, bro. They light, and look, and this is no diss to Ralphie. Everybody's gonna catch some of them dates. You know what I'm saying? People aren't going outside, Adam. They not going outside.
No, you know whose tour is supposedly not selling at